Garages can be super dark and grungy, and in my garage gym, I'm trying to do everything I can to counteract that, give as little space as possible for spiders and other creepies to thrive. We do share this garage space with a lot of garage items. We've got our lawnmower in here, a bunch of tools. I'll show you all of that, but the cool thing about it is we can still fit a car in here if needed. First, I will show you the section right over here by the entrance. I don't really use a ton of this stuff every single day. I have two different types of bikes here. I've got this like exercise bike. I used this a lot when I was recovering from knee surgery. It was awesome. I could just post it in front of the TV and ride, but I don't use it that much anymore. And then we've got this really old Airdyne bike that we were able to buy at a garage sale, I think in 2020, which was an awesome score at the time because it was hard to buy any equipment. I've used it a few times, but I don't do a ton of cardio, and anytime I do cardio, it's going to be for warm-up purposes, and this bad boy puts out so much cold air that in the winter I try to avoid it at all costs. And then lastly over here I have this squat rack, which was a very thoughtful gift, but it's just a little too big for me to keep on my platform, and it's too hard for me to move back and forth. So really the only use I have for it is I use it for my pull-ups when I do those, and then I use it to hold my bands here for when I do my warm-up for my shoulders every day. So it's a bit of a forgotten area, but I still sometimes use these pieces of equipment. Let's go over here. This is our next section. This is the jerk block section. If you're not familiar with Olympic weightlifting, these jerk blocks help so that when I am practicing just my jerk, I don't have to bring it back down to my collarbones, and I can drop it on these bad boys. I also use these for pulls, and I use them as blocks to jump up on during my accessory work. In this section, I also keep probably one of the most important things in the garage gym, which is my space heater. It's tucked away now because we're in the middle of summer, but that is one of the most used items in this gym from November through April. That is just running constantly. Under my jerk blocks here, I just have a couple of horse stall mats. I didn't want to build a whole nother platform to do jerks on, and so these stall mats have actually been pretty good for this section of the gym. We also have our dartboard here. My husband loves to come out and throw darts when I'm weightlifting, obviously not in this section, but this came with the house and it's been an awesome addition to the gym. So right next to my blocks, I have my bench here. I usually just use this for sitting in between sets. I don't do a lot of bench pressing. I just sit here and enjoy the view and try to rest, and it has given me a lot of peaceful moments over the years. I will take you now to the star of the show, which is the weightlifting platform. This is a home-built platform that I've had since 2020. This platform is where I spend most of my time in the garage gym. It's not the size of a regular platform. Usually they're 8 feet by 8 feet, but we made this one to be 8 feet by 6 feet just to save a little bit more space in here. This is where I keep all of my weights. My weights are from Rep Fitness mainly. I unfortunately only have pound plates. I don't have kilo plates right now. We bought all of my equipment in 2020 when everyone else was trying to get equipment for their own gyms, and so I was really lucky to get anything. These plates have held up extremely well, and I would highly recommend if you're looking for bumper plates. They've been awesome. I also keep my barbell over here. It's the Bella bar from Rogue. It's held up really well. It's not the fanciest or nicest bar. It doesn't spin quite as fast as some others, but it has done the job here in my home gym, and so I appreciate all the time I've spent with these plates and this barbell. So these are my squat stands. This is my preferred method when I'm squatting. I love to use these because they're so easy to bring on and off the platform. They don't take up a lot of space at all, and so these were a must-have when I started. I know for taller athletes, it gets a little sketchy when you have to raise them up really high, but I'm not even 5 feet tall, and these have worked perfect for me, and I would highly recommend, especially if you're trying to save space in your home gym. On this side of the garage gym, it's our garage portion. This is where we keep all of the things that we need to have stored in our garage, the lawnmower, tools, rakes, all sorts of things like that. And then we have one last section over here, my tiny selection of dumbbells. I only have 20s, 15s, and 5s. I don't use a ton of dumbbells, maybe once or twice a week I need dumbbells, and so we haven't invested in a lot of them, but I kind of have what I need. This is a nice selection, and again, since we were building this garage gym in 2020, it was hard to get equipment, and so this is what we ended up with. And then arguably over here is one of my favorite things about my gym. It's my pink tape graveyard, that's what I call it. This is where I throw all of my thumb tape that I've been using for the last 3 years. This is where it ends up. I'm weirdly sentimental about this box. It just shows me all of the hard work and all of the training I've done over the past 3 years in this special place. And so it kind of means a lot to me, which is weird because I keep it in this old like Amazon box probably. Well, thank you for coming by and touring my garage home gym with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.